Okay. Yep, stream is up. I need to get like graphics and stuff for my stream. I don't have anything at all. I just kind of have the game.
Oh yeah, like overlays and stuff.
Yeah, I don't have anything. Like Spam has this really fucking sick intro going on.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have any of this shit. I just stream the fucking game. That's all I do.
Yeah, that's the important bits.
Yeah, that is the important bit, you know. Because when the overlays you won't even know you got a game, then, you know. It's been unfortunate.
So the stream is up now?
It is. So you are live to whoever people has already tuned in. Whatever people. Whomever has already tuned in. Don't know who that is then. Hello, Emmy, welcome to the stream. We're just waiting for these guys to be ready. They were doing a qualifier on the server like 5 minutes ago, so I don't know if they're done yet. I am unsure.
Yeah, so
it's still just Acer players.
Unlike the many other streams, they are POV. What does that stand for again?
Point of view.
Point of view.
So they're streaming their point of view, like they're playing the match, and you can watch their point of view as they're actually playing. Obviously, the main difference here is that this is obviously an English stream as well as Frostbeal stream and Spam stream. But we're actually casting the match.
So they're gonna see more.
Yeah, we'll give an overview.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you better stay here.
Yeah, better stay here.
Go.
Don't go anywhere. Why would you want to go anywhere else?
Yeah, true.
This is a place to be. No, in all honesty though, I would definitely recommend having at least one of the POVs open as well. Because
you can use the multi-Twitch.
Yeah. TV. For sure. I'll definitely have Frostbeal stream open, probably. I don't know if Spam's going to play all three, maybe he will as well, but Frost will almost definitely play all 3 maps. So.
Yeah.
I'm saying all 3 maps because I definitely am expecting it to go to all 3 maps. I don't think. I'd be very surprised if it was a 2-0 in either direction, actually, to be honest.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We will see. Oh yeah, and forever, who is wondering, Frostbeal is playing. He was with me on Skype. Yeah, Znik is helping me cast.
The helper.
He's he's
analyst.
The analyst. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. I was like,
so I'm gonna try a little bit better this time to like in between the rounds.
There's no pizza involved this time.
Come with some smart sentences here and there, you know.
I have actually been watching guys train. I haven't played the maps, but I've like watched people play them, so I kind of know how they work. There's some interesting moments in the maps, to say the least. Is it on comeback, where it has like the weird like holes near the end, and you've got to like go to the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some interesting things.
I haven't actually seen them myself, so
okay.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
Yeah, there are some interesting maps. There are some that are very difficult as well, so we'll see what happens.
Gotta challenge the best players in the world.
Yeah, you do. That is indeed the case. Hello. Oh, that's Defaults. Hello, Defaults. How are you doing this fine evening? I'm still not sure if we can go on the server or not.
I think it's good to go now. It's like just 1 minute.
Yeah, Carl Jr. Yeah, they're all on the server. Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Okay. So Carl Jr. is actually here, but he's not playing. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
He's not trained in the other maps. Alright, so if you're wondering what I've improved since last stream, guys, okay, so usually I would have to press the scoreboard to actually tap between players, but I asked a few people, namely Spam and Frost, how to not do that.
Yeah.
You just have to change your cameras. So my cameras weren't set to 1 to 6 on my keyboard for some reason, so now they are. I can actually just switch between players without pressing tab, so that should be a bit smoother for you guys, hopefully. Yeah. You don't have to put the link anymore, do you? Link thing.
No, it's or maybe you have to.
No, maybe you have to. Yeah, I didn't think you had to.
On this one.
Yeah, it's strange.
No, it's just this one. No. What? Oh. That's weird. I thought we played on fast last time as well. But,
yeah, it didn't work.
Seems like it changes from server to server.
Yeah, it's just random.
Welcome to Many Planets.
Who knows? Come on, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Hello, XX Rider.
People tuning in.
They are. People want to see a great match, and I'm really glad that, to be honest, that Frostpeel was playing. I actually mentioned this to Bergie earlier when we had a bit of a discussion about, you know, the occurrences of the past 24 hours. But I basically said, you know, as much as what the drama happened, and you know, Dignitas might not have appreciated Frostpeel's, you know, input on things. Frostpeel is still one of Acer's best players, without a shadow of a doubt. He's one of the best players in the game. Like, to not have him play in the STC final would have been a shame for all the spectators involved, really.
Yeah, he's a big name, also.
Exactly. Like... So that's all I'm going to say on the matter. I don't think it needs any more discussion, guys. So let's just get on with the match, I think.
Probably the best, yeah.
Well, Frost sounds so bored in his stream. Yeah. I'm not actually sure who's qualified on these maps. I'm pretty sure Frost qualified on one because I like accidentally joined the server while they were qualifying. Yeah, it looked like Frost had qualified on that map at least, so I'm not really sure. Oh, Znik disconnects.
Yeah, I think I had the opponent's limit count at 4.
Oh, okay, that's not what you want.
Because after East obviously online practice.
Yeah, of course.
But actually, it doesn't work. It shows
I think
more than
mine's
4.
at 12. Yeah. As I said, Mania Planet has so many issues right now. It's pretty strange. I'm just practicing like using the fucking. There we go. Okay. Right. Cool. I can't follow so fast, including translation in my brain. Okay. Just a bit hungover. Try to sound less British. I mean, that's going to be quite a struggle, to be honest. I do apologise if I do sound too British for your liking.
I'll make up for that part.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, there's been a fair share of drama this weekend, Wormy, and not just Trackmania. So, yeah. Alright. So we're just waiting for the players to sort themselves out. It's like 2 warm-ups. After this, the 2 warm-ups will commence, and then we will be getting underway with the grand final of the Stadium Team Championship, the 10th edition. It's a classic match. It's the 2 titans of the game. It's Acer and Dignitas. And yeah, we're just waiting for all the players to get onto the right teams, get their warm-ups in, and then we will be getting underway. And like I was saying to Znik earlier, I'd be very surprised if this did not go to 3 maps. Like there seems to be such little difference between the 2 teams right now. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, and especially with the fact that Carl Jr. and Karian is not playing.
Yeah, that's a huge. That's
Dignitas.
A huge miss for Dignitas for sure. It seems like Nugget is here, so
yeah,
that's at least one of the big players, I guess. Yeah. Oh, I say that he does disconnect from the server. But yeah, I presume he is still around. Who's in the call with me? Is Znik is co-casting. He's going to be doing some analysis.
Oh yeah.
And helping me along the way, because solo casting is really hard. Anyways, yeah. It's really nice to have someone who knows the game as well. Who's played in these kind of matches before, knows how the players are feeling. Of course.
So if we look at the lineup of Dignitas, they have 2 trial players at the moment, Paco and Pac and Beat.
Indeed.
So a former Fun Team player and a former BX3 player.
Yes, that's correct. What I find interesting is that Beat did not He wasn't great in the last match in the semi-finals. Like, Pac had a good match on the first. As I remember on the first map, he was very good. He was Dignitas' top player, even though Penta won that map. Pac did not do so well in the second map. As far as I remember, he was towards the bottom of the scoreboard. But Beats was pretty average on both. He was like, I think he was like 7th in both scores. So he's got a lot to prove, I say, in this final one. This is where the trials are going to get tested, right? This is like,
yeah, under pressure.
This is what the Dignitas, you know, if you're going to be a Dignitas player, this is where you need to perform. This is where it's going to count the most. Everything else has just been building up to this for these two trialists.
Yeah.
And it's exactly the same for Sky on the other side. So Sky is also a trialist on Team Acer. He's still got a lot to prove. He's not had the he's been okay, but he's not been, you know, mind-blowing. He's not been, you know, as, you know, the world-class player that, you know, that will need to beat Dignitas. So all 3 trialists involved in the match do have a lot to prove. We'll have to see if they can do that. This is the last warm-up, I believe.
Yeah, maybe we can just go through the Dedimania list.
Yeah,
on the stream.
I'm going to try and open it. I'm not sure.
You have to click the red circle to switch.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, that is done.
But just be sure to switch back again when you're done.
Yeah.
So you can see the points.
Thanks for that. So currently we can see that Massa is the top daddy. Actually, Massa has all 3 now. It was confirmed earlier. He took a screenshot on his Facebook page. We see Pac, the trialist, at 2nd place, but then he's followed by 4 Acer players before Bergie and Spam. So in fact, all 10 players are the top 10 daddies here, so that's all you need to know, really.
Yeah.
GLHFs are being exchanged.
Yep.
And
this is it, guys.
Yeah, this is the big match.
Drum roll.
Yeah, this is what everyone's been waiting for. This is what everyone has been looking forward to. Yeah, Yannick, I've just done that for you, so hopefully you'll see that in a second. So basically, all 10 players are the top 10 daddies on this track. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
We see the Ray Sands was warming up, but he's not actually playing. So here we go. We have Coons, Poker, Royal, Frostbuel, and Sky for Acer. And on the Dignitas side, as already mentioned, we have by Znik, we have Matza, Pac, Spam, Beat, and Bergie. So we're getting underway. The first map is Comeback, is by Amimania. The world record is 101.67 by Massa. And this is the first round of the grand final between Acer and Dignitas, the classic matchup. So we'll have to see who makes early mistakes. And we actually already see Coons has made a pretty large mistake early on. We'll have to see how that impacts the rest of the round. We currently have Beats leading the way for Team Dignitas, followed by Bergie and Massa. Poker and Frostfuel also up there for Team Acer. But right now, Dignitas, starting as they mean to go on, they've got all 5 players in the top 7 right now. Although I say that, Beats has made quite a large error. If you can find him. But you can see him on Coons' point of view. But currently 3 of the top 4 players are all Dignitas, although Poker does overtake Pac. Frostbuel's going to have to fight hard here to take first place. We'll see if he can do that. We're coming up to the really dangerous end. Bergie makes quite a large mistake and falls behind, and Poker actually overtakes Bergie as well. Spam's going to win the round for Dignitas with a 102.09, and the rest of the Dignitas players will follow up behind Poker and Frostbuel. It's going to be a Dignitas round.
Yeah.
And to be honest, that was... Okay, so Poker actually has a .66 here, okay.
Yeah. And as far as I observed right now, it's a pretty straightforward map. Just this one section in the middle I saw with the half pipe.
Yeah, the half. I've heard a lot of people talking about that half pipe, but it's been quite a problem. I actually see Massa make a huge mistake there. He got a huge no slide, so we're not be able to follow him for the rest of the round. Really, he's going to be a long way behind. But yeah, the half pipe, as you were talking about, seems to cause the most problems for the players. Like this really tricky sliding there, you can really risk it there and gain a lot of time. But you know. The safe line there loses about 2/10 on like the risky line.
At this part right here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, not even just here. Like I'm talking about the one a bit further along towards the end.
Okay, yeah, that one as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So the 2 half pipe sections definitely are the key, and you can see Spam's taking them so well so far for Dignitas. He's once again leading the way. You have Poker once again up there. Beats hasn't actually made the same mistake. Poker gets a large. But was that Coons that just went flying into the wall?
Yes, it was.
So. Just following Poker here in 4th place. Actually hits the Ramstein, but well, it's going to be Royal that's backing up. It doesn't matter though. Dignitas, Spam, and Beats taking the round. 101.80 from Spam. That's a fantastic time.
Yeah, he's been playing really good.
Yeah, really good start from Spam so far. Beats with a 101.99 as well, backing him up very nicely. So those two players really doing the work for Dignitas that round. And Dignitas take a quick 2-0 lead in this first map. Okay, so we'll have to see if there seems to be quite a few mistakes being made by a couple of the players in the start of this track, and let's have to see if they can iron those out, really. Obviously, the nerves are going to be quite large in the first few rounds of the final, so usually you get to grips with them as the match goes on. Usually, if you get a couple of good rounds in, we can clearly see that Frostbule's actually leading for Team Acer. I say that he's just been overtaken by Massa and Bergie and Beat as well, so very close pack right now. But there are so many Dignitas players towards the front. The only player that isn't quite up there right now is Pack, but he's only a few temps behind himself. Once again, just Frostfuel and Poker, the only one, and Frostfuel makes a large mistake. He hits the wall, gets a no slide. And follow Poker, who actually has got a lot of catching up to do, because it's going to be Massa, Spam, and Bergie just leading the way for Dignitas here. More great times being posted, or 101.97 by Massa to win the round, and this is really looking good right now.
Yeah. And talking about the halfpipe, the last one, I also see a couple of turns before that also seems to be a little bit troublesome in terms of bugs and no slides. So as you see, Frostbull there, he did that no slide mistake.
Yeah, I think Kunz
well
made the same mistake in the round before, yeah.
Also some bumps on the Rammstein also seem to occur more often in that part.
It seems to be really tricky. It's one of those kind of sections where you need to like slalom your car and then power slide. It's quite hard to do if you're not like completely focused and got on the correct line.
Yeah.
So moving it to the fourth round, it is currently 3-0 to Dignitas. Was that Sky that made a large mistake? I can't seem to follow him. It was actually Royal, my mistake. So Royal actually already hit the wall. So already one of the Team Acer players seems to have made a large mistake in the beginning of the track.
Yeah.
Once again, it is Frostfuel and Poker leading the way for Dignitas. They seem to be the two players, for Team Acer, they seem to be the two players that are really doing a lot. Who was that made a large mistake?
It was Bergie who actually clipped that first halfpipe, so he had to respawn.
Yeah, Spam's done the same thing as well, so Bergie and Spam have both respawned. This is a golden chance for Team Acer to finally get their first round on the board, provided that Massa is the only Team Dignitas player towards the top, and that seems to be the case right now with Poker second and Frostfuel third. This should be a Dignitas. This should be an Acer round, rather.
I think it will be Acer, yes.
Yeah, this can be Acer's first round. Indeed, it will be. Spam and Bergie both had to respawn by the looks of it.
Yeah, and they were both on the top of the scoreboard for the Team Dignitas, so
yeah, so
their two most important players dropping down that round.
So as you can see now, that it's going to be Poker and Spam leading the way in terms of individual points. Massa only 4 points behind on 27, Frostfuel on 24. But as we talked about, we were going to be looking to Royal and Sky. They're two players that aren't really so consistent sometimes, and obviously they've had a slow start right now to this match. Pack as well, another trialist, that's not had a great start. But actually Kunz we see bottom of the individual scores right now, and it's not a player that you usually see down there.
A little bit surprising, yeah.
Yeah, so Acer are definitely going to be looking to him to pick it up going into the second half of this first map. We actually see Frostfuel in the lead right now. He's actually a long way up on the world record, or he was. He's still up on the world record now, or the top Deddy. Bergie's actually respawned again.
Wow. Yeah.
He's made another large mistake. So let's follow Poker right now, who's actually currently in third place, battling with Massa, and actually he's going to overtake Spam as well, I believe. Oh, he's had to release gas, so Spam and Frostfuel really battling here, but Frostfuel does have a slight lead on Massa, and Spam makes another large mistake. And Frostfuel is still in the lead. Massa can't quite catch him up, and Frostfuel shows a really good line coming into this end. And there should be another race around, because Kunz and Poker actually nearly overtakes Massa.
Yeah.
But we have 4 Acer players in the top 5. It's a convincing round for Team Acer in the end, and from what was a quick 3-0 lead for Team Dignitas, they're looking very comfortable. It's all of a sudden 3-2, and another Acer win.
Acer had a rough start, so it seems like they're getting into it right now.
Yeah, it seems like Frostfuel's really waking up, which is obviously he's the point man for Acer. He's a big name. Yeah. He's the man that can deliver under pressure. Obviously, Poker's had a great match so far as well. He's top of the individual score, but that's not a big surprise because Poker is a great player as well for this team. It looks like Kunz actually had a really nice round then as well. I think he came third or fourth, so really picking it up that round. So good job from Acer. Really starting to deliver, and once again we see Frostfuel with a flying start here. He's once again up on the world record.
Wow.
So I don't know if he's really just finding his groove. I know this match means more to him than any other match, so it would not be surprising if he can just really start to hit the level that we all know he can do. We also see Spam not far behind. Poker's actually made a large mistake, so he's not going to be a factor in this round. So it's all on the Sky right now, I believe. He's the trialist Acer. He's actually towards the front, battling with Pack and Spam, so we'll have to see if Sky can actually pick up some good points for his team here. It's going to be quite crucial he does so. Spam makes a large mistake, and Pack gets a nose slide as well.
Wow.
And what was looking like a poor round for Acer is all of a sudden
A pretty clear round, actually.
pretty clear round for Acer. And actually, once again, we see 4 Acer players in the top 6. Frostfield once again wins a round, so Frostfield really finding his feet in this match. And we see a lot of uncharacteristic mistakes from the Dignitas players in the trickier parts of the map.
Yeah. They, I guess Dignitas would have taken it if they continued at the same pace.
Yeah, I mean, both Pack and Spam made large mistakes on that second half-pipe section that I said, you know, was going to be the key. And actually, Frostfield makes a huge mistake. And he's had 2 great rounds before this, winning both of them to tie up the scoreline for Acer for being a big factor in it. But this time around, he's not going to be a factor in this round. It's going to be down to the likes of Poker to pick up the pieces for the team. And actually, Coons makes a large mistake. He clips the CP, and this round is looking very good for Dignitas so long as they don't make similar errors in the second half pipe. Royal's still up there as well, though, so it's not completely written off. Sky is also fighting towards the top, so it's not a complete write-off this round. There's going to be a lot on this half pipe, and Pack makes another large mistake. Oh.
This could actually be an Acer round,
This
but
could be an Acer
Royal
round.
with a really bad downhill there.
I can't see Royal trying to tab around.
Got overtaken by Beats, and that might be
That
decisive.
might be enough, yeah, just, it's going to be,
Yeah.
I think that'll be a 28-27, or very close to it. Spam, yeah, 28-27 for Dignitas. Royals, small
that was
mistake.
fortunate
Yeah.
for Royal.
The small mistake on the downhill is actually what cost the round. It's quite unfortunate for the team. Master actually gets a slowdown bug going over the ramp sign at the start, so he's already fallen a little bit behind. We'll have to see what Acer can do, though. Frostfield making that large mistake in the start was obviously one of the big factors in them not winning this round, but so far, in this round at least, Acer are really dominating towards the front. So.
Yeah, and Beats with a mistake, so he's now last.
Indeed he is. So let's follow Pack, and Frostfield makes was that a Frostfield that made a large error there, I believe?
Yep, it was.
So we're looking towards Pack right now. He's currently bottom of the leaderboard. He's made quite a few mistakes in consecutive rounds and seems to get a little bit frustrated, but let's see if he can pick it up this time around for his team. He's going to have to try and catch Coons and Poker here because both of them are top 2 right now for Acer. And he's made a large mistake. That is not good news for Team Dignitas because that means that 4 Acer players are currently in the top 5, even without Frostfield's input. 101.94 from Coons is a great time.
Yeah.
And just like that, Acer once again even up the score.
Well, seems like Acer, they can't step up even if Frostpool fails early in the rounds.
Yeah, as you can see, Frostpool's actually not top for Team Acer right now. It's Poker that's really putting in the work right now. He's currently on 58 points from 8 rounds, so really great stuff from him in such a high-level match. But we'll have to see if Dignitas can really pick it up here, because this is not... This is very close, obviously.
Yeah. Have we seen a mistake from Spam yet, by the way?
We saw that small mistake where he respawned with Bergie that one round.
Oh yeah, right. That was one round.
That was pretty much the only round. He's been very good so far for Dignitas, but he makes a mistake there as you say that.
Yeah.
So currently, it's Coons and Pack fighting for the top spot. Poker's coming out of nowhere there, and Poker's got so much speed.
Wow.
And once again, this is looking like a great round for Acer. I mean, Pack's made another mistake. And so's Poker. Oh wow, that second half-pipe section is really causing problems, but Pack cannot be enjoying this match right now. He constantly is making a crucial mistake at that point, and it's going to be an Acer round as a result.
Yeah, there was some earlier mistakes by Beat there and Massa that really put Acer in a good spot.
Yeah.
And,
I believe Coons made a mistake as well. He must have got a large bug because he fell down to 7th, but actually Sky takes around Royal and Frostpool in 3rd and 4th as well, so All of a sudden, Acer lead for the first time on this map, having been 3-0 down.
Oh yeah, 5-4.
Thanks to the comparison, Wormy, I'll take it. So going into round number 10, I'm not sure if Sky actually had a large bug at the start. It looks like he did because he's already half a second down on the rest of the pack, but not too many mistakes being made so far. It's still a very close race in this round.
Oh, but Bergie makes a big mistake.
Yeah, Bergie seems to be not having a great time right now. Coons and Frostfuel have fallen a little bit behind as well. So currently we've seen Massa beat Pack and Spam all at the front for Dignitas, but it's still a very close pack. We're going to have to see if Pack can keep it together in the second half pipe. Massa makes a large mistake. And is Pack going to crash this time around? The answer is no. Pack keeps his cool. And it looks like he'll be the one to take the round for Team Dignitas here. And he's actually on a very good time as well, so... See what time he can clock. A .85, that's a great time from Pack.
Good stuff by him.
Yeah, finally, as he says, he's finally stepping it up. That's what he needs. So, so we still see Bergie and Pack actually at the bottom on the points, but you know that was a big win from Pack, big impact round. So 5-5. This is still an incredibly close match.
Yeah, and actually Spam overtakes Poker in points list there. So
yeah, so Spam's consistency really starting to shine through here. He is now top of the individual scoreboard.
Yeah, really amazing.
Yeah, really well played from him. We also see 3 Acer players right behind him though, with Poker, Frostfuel and Royal. Royal's actually having a pretty good match as well. You talked about him not having the, sometimes struggling with consistency, but this time around he seems to be one of the more consistent players in the match, so
yeah, really
good stuff from him so far. So falling Pack right now, Pack seems to be one of the main players that's fallen a bit behind. Sky's actually quite a bit behind as well. So let's get towards the front here. So currently Coons, Poker and Frostfuel, 3 of the top 4, only Massa up there to rival them. Massa's really risking it on the Ramstein as well. Coons actually hits the Ramstein and falls behind. Massa and Poker are going to be battling for first place here. This is going to be really crucial for this round. And it's going to be right down to the wire. Massa hits the Ramstein, and I think Poker's probably just going to be able to do enough. He does, and is that enough?
That was so decisive in the last parts.
Coons and Sky's mistakes in the end cost Acer the round. Poker manages to take it over Massa, but it's not enough, and Dignitas now lead 6-5.
It's another 28-27.
Another 28-27. Insane play. It's like this just shows how close these two teams are, though. Like, it's been such a great match so far to watch.
There's actually points now, map point for Dignitas.
This is map point for Dignitas. Massa actually hits quite a large Ramstein and falls a little bit behind. And actually we can see there's quite a few Acer players that have had great starts here, so it means that the likes of Bergie and Pack here, they're a little bit behind. They're going to have to do some catching up in the middle of the track. See if they can pick up some crucial points. We currently see Beats towards the front, and Pack makes some mistake. And Pack's a long way behind now. He has followed Frostfuel here. He's currently towards the front for his team. Coons once again leading, but actually hit the Ramstein last round, so let's see if he can...
the half-pipe hype?
Yeah, the half-pipe hype indeed. Let's see if there are going to be any major mistakes. And actually, was that a no-slide?
Dignitas player no-slide, Massa I think.
Oh, it's Spam and Frostfuel both no-slide.
Wow.
Oh my word. This should be 6-6. This is going to be 6-6. So we're 4 Acer players in the top 5. We're going to...
This is it. This is what we've been waiting for.
This is what we wanted, guys. GLHFs are being exchanged. It's one round. It's now or never for the first map.
This is going to be decisive for either of the teams, I think.
Yeah, this is the momentum right now. If whoever wins this will be feeling so confident, and you know, the momentum will certainly be on their side going into the next map.
He's going to be the first to do a mistake here.
Yeah. The pressure is now at its highest that it's been so far in the match, and Massa makes a huge mistake. And, you know, Acer, quite a few Acer players have had really good starts here. Coons has really been picking it up in the past, you know, like 5 or 6 rounds for his team, having had a really bad start. We see Frostfuel also up there, very calm and cool under the pressure as well. Spam also up there for Dignitas. Pack is not too far behind, but it's been a really good start for Acer so far in this round. Let's follow up.
Bergie is slightly behind the rest of the players now, or actually he's catching up now.
There's noticed that Coons is actually like on world record or very close to top Daddy pace here, so what a last round to put in under the pressure. Frostfield taking a really risky line, but actually keeps it together. And this has to be an Acer. This is going to be an Acer round.
Wow, this is impressive stuff. By
but
Coons!
It should still be fine. It should still be fine if Poker can get third place.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh my word. Coons makes a large mistake, but the rest of the Acer players are there to back him up.
Yeah, at the checkpoint at the last halfpipe there were actually top 5 Acer players.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a, what do they call it, what do the French call it, a champagne round.
Yeah, champagne rounds. Good stuff by Team Acer holding it up there in the last.
Considering they were 3-0 down, that's a really, really impressive match. So Poker with 90 points in the end, the standout player in the match. Spam also 187, deserves a shout out as well. So both playing fantastically in that first map for their respective teams.
Yeah.
So, we said this was going to be close and it could potentially go to all 3, and now it's all on Dignitas to
and here we come up with a Roa map. A lot of mix mapping here, I think.
Yeah, so this is a Roa and Omnipots map, and knowing Roa and Omnipots is a map for ESWC, which I will refuse to name at this point in time.
They usually experiment a lot with the block mixing features, so...
And they're also the difficulty of these tracks is definitely a lot higher than most, so... Yeah. We'll probably see a lot of mistakes under their pressure. I see a lot of people having mistakes here in the middle. There's an interesting part. If we can get towards Pack here, okay. So just watching Pack in this warm-up round, coming up to this section here is very tight section here. Just here, and then you've just got to release gas and drift as well. It's very, very tight, and we're going to see a lot of mistakes there, I feel. So
yeah.
That little section there, I don't really know how to describe it, but I'll mention it as we get to it most rounds. Mr. Wilson, please allow more cars to be shown during the rounds. And we don't need more cars, I think there's enough cars on the front. You see like literally every room.
Yeah. But I think more on this map, it's gonna be a lot more decisive or the team winning is probably gonna be the team saving it the most on this track.
Definitely. I mean, this we already mentioned, Aparico, the map for ESWC by Roa and Omnipots was easily the most difficult map of the 5, in my opinion. Having most people's opinions. And this map has caused a lot of problems for players in practice, so yeah, like you said, it's going to all be about the saving, I guess. So we actually have 6 Acer players like warming up right now. I think Beppo is going to be hopping in for one of these players. Not quite sure who he'll be replacing. Oh, Beppo's hopped out again, so... It looks like Acer are going to be rolling with the same 5. Meanwhile, on Dignitas' side, Beat has hopped out for Insane.
Yeah.
So let's have a quick rundown of the deadies for you guys. We have some random guy at the front who's actually, I think he's just he's a cheater, I guess, right, one of those like boosters. So ignoring that top 1 deadie that clearly isn't, I guess he's cut the map somewhere, but...
Yeah, he probably has found the cuts.
Yeah, so we've got a guy that's found the cut at the top deadie, but ignoring that, we once again see Massa leading the way with the in regards to the deadies with a .46, which is a very good time here. We see Insane with a .55 and Pack with a .58, so 3 Dignitas players rather in the top 3 out of the players playing with them. We see Frostfuel and Poker, followed by Spam and Beppo. So we're having one more warm-up, I believe.
Yeah.
So just to resolve any lineup issues, it looks like Beppo isn't actually playing here, so Acer are going to be playing with the same 5. Indeed, that is the case.
Yeah. And it looks like where Pack will crash right now.
Yeah,
there's a transition right there.
That transition is very careful because, as you said, if you go over the green to the left, the green part of the transition, that happens. What we just saw, your car can flip. You can hit the poles very easily. So we're going to be looking out for that as well. So let's follow Poker here. So Poker's coming into the middle of the track. He's taking the wide line that a lot of people like to take, and then you come very tight there to the road, and then you have to release gas. And it's a kind of weird U-turn that you do, and then you've got a weird jump, and then a weird hill part. It's just a very, very difficult part of the track. I mean, I think they were talking about it. This is like an ESWC difficulty track, and I would say that's probably not too far off the truth.
Yeah.
This is a very difficult track indeed, which will put the players, test them to their limits.
Yeah, and if you risk on such tracks, it's gonna punish you a lot more if you do a mistake. So.
Yeah, indeed. And that's what I think. That's what you want though for the grand final. You know, for between the best teams, you want the most challenging tracks. Reward
more thrilling to watch.
Reward the skilled play, and reward like safe, consistent play. Yeah. So GLHFs have once again being exchanged. Acer currently lead 1-0 after making a comeback in that first map to take it 7-6. So running once again through the lineups for you guys, Insane is the only change for Dignitas. Other than him, it's Spam, Pack, Master and Bergie. And no changes for Acer, Poker, Frostfuel, Royal, Sky and Coons. So let's follow Poker in this first round. Definitely very much the MVP of that first map for in the whole match, I would say. Sky with a small landing bug and Insane with a interesting start. Poker actually using the... Oh, and there you go, we talked about it. Hitting the green part of the transition can cause problems, and it's done exactly that. So Poker with a larger stake is a long way behind. Pack currently in the lead, but goes a bit wide, so Master overtakes him. But currently, right now, Dignitas have got all 5 top positions.
Yes, they have.
So, is this going to be the answer from Dignitas? They may have lost the first map. Oh, I see Pack making another large mistake in that tricky section we talked about. So what was looking to be a perfect round for Dignitas isn't quite that now. But it's still looking very good for them. Needless to say, we're going to follow Pack again. So Pack, Royal, and Massa, Royal, and Spam currently the top 3. Let's try and get towards them. Can't seem to be able to do it. But either way, Massa wins with a 102.93. Royal comes second, but it's a very comfortable round for Dignitas in the end.
So a lot of early mistakes there by Team Acer.
Yeah. So we're going to look towards Poker. Poker risking it over the Ramstein. Sky also had a pretty poor start as well, going wide, and I think in the first or the second drift. I can't quite remember which one. But yeah. Dignitas looked very comfortable there from quite early on in the track, so not too many surprises there. We'll have to see who's actually going to make these mistakes in the start, because it's a very tricky start, as you can see here. Insane hits the pole. That puts him a long way behind. So let's follow Coons here in the middle of the pack. We see that multiple Dignitas players have once had a great start, and Royal actually makes a large mistake. And Dignitas are having an absolutely flying start to this map so far, but this is not unlike the first map, remember, so anything can still happen. It looks very good for Dignitas in this round. Spam's actually respawned though, so bear that in mind. So any large mistakes here from the Dignitas players would be very much punished. But right now it looks very good for them. Coons actually with a great great section there in the tricky part. Means he's going to overtake quite a few Dignitas players. Master actually clips as well, so is Coons going to be able to win this round? He is, I believe. Yeah, he will. Just. But I don't think it's enough. No, it shouldn't be enough.
Yeah. And I noticed Frostbull, he got one of those corner bugs where you go too close to the corner and the car just slows down. Yeah. So I guess the Ramstein is the issue right there.
Yeah, the Ramstein just causes your car to slow down. Yep, the slow down bug. It's quite unfortunate. I think Master actually got one. I remember on the last map in the first turn where you went over the Ramstein a bit. It just slowed down massively. It was quite unfortunate. But sometimes happens. Who was that made a large mistake there? I'm not even sure who that was. Spam again?
Yep, Spam is quite far behind now.
Yeah, so Spam not having a great couple of rounds here. Pack's taking a really risky line, and that's what happens if you go too wide into that transition. We've seen it multiple times already in this match. And right now, Acer are actually putting together a much stronger round. 4 of the top 6 positions, I believe, belonging to Acer. And Massa once again near the front, so Massa really doing a good job for Dignitas so far, but as I say that, doesn't get much speed at all in that middle and gets overtaken by multiple players. Oh, Coons with a huge mistake though. But it still should be fine for Acer, I believe, as long as Poker and Sky can keep it together, but Sky makes a mistake as well. So let's follow Poker here. So Poker and Massa currently fighting for that top spot, which might be quite key in this round. But it looks like Poker's going to be able to do enough here. Yeah, Poker's going to be able to do enough to take the round. Should be a good time from him as well. 102.84 is a very good time. Frostfuel taking third. Royal and Sky not far behind either, means that this will be Ace's first round of the match.
Yeah. So as we can see so far, it's basically the team winning is the team with the least mistakes. And I think the team that is saving it the most that round. Okay,
so I just want to mention I actually forgot to close the deadies, and I do apologise.
Okay.
So the individual scores are back up.
Yeah.
So as we can see actually from the individual scores, Massa really leading the way right now with 27 points in 30 rounds. A very impressive start. But behind that, we've once again got Poker, Frostbuel, and Royal all within in the top 5, and Bergie makes a large mistake. Just goes straight into the wall at the drift. But other than that, the 4 Dignitas players right now are all fighting for the top spots. So really good start from them this round. We'll see if they can keep it together. See if we can follow one of the players. Yeah, we can follow Pack now. He's actually had a really great couple of turns here, so he's actually moved up into 2nd place. Kuhn's currently leading the way for his team though. Going into the really tricky part of the map. We'll see how Pack handles it, and the answer is not very well. He gets overtaken by virtually everyone. And actually, yeah, it goes a bit wider, so all of a sudden, this was looking good for Dignitas, but now there's an Acer top 3. Top 4, maybe. Acer are going to comfortably win this round, by the looks of it. Yeah, they are. It's a very close round between so many players, but, I mean, Acer take it, and what a great time by Kuhn's, can I just say that. Let's quickly get up the deadies again. That is his deady, that's the 9th deady from Kuhn's in match, so really great stuff.
And right now, Massa is on the top, but followed by 5 Acer players on the points list. So.
Yeah, so Acer really, you know, like, it's been a team effort from them all the way through this tournament. They've always been very close in points.
Yeah.
And once again, we see that being reflected here. Massa, definitely the star of the show for Dignitas so far, but he's the only player really even threatening Team Acer right now. And once again, in this round, have we seen any major mistakes so far? Pack makes a huge mistake. And we talked about this being a make or break for Trialists, and Pack has really not had a great grand final so far, to be honest. Yeah. Max has gone wide as well, and it looks like Acer have got 3 of the top 4 spots right now in this round. Spam is the only one that's going to be able to stop Acer from taking this round. He's going to have to take 1st place, and players like Massa are going to have to overtake some players as well. Will they be able to do that? Pack. Go to Royal here, so let's see where the rest of the Dignitas players are, and the answer is Massa and Bergie have made more mistakes. So in the end, this is actually going to be an almost perfect round for Acer. Well, it's just as perfect as you can hope for, so... Great stuff from them.
Yeah.
Spam with a nice time, but that's, again, he's the only Dignitas player up there, so it doesn't matter.
This mid part is really tricky, I just see it more and more. It's so close to transitions and parts. You have to be really careful in the midsection there.
Yeah, this...
Where you have to release some gas as well, where you already mentioned, so...
It's very typical of Omnipots and Roa to make, you know, like, one really tricky section of the map,
yeah.
So... Not really too surprising, this is the most tricky of the 3 maps, and actually a lot of people making mistakes at the start, and actually that's... I think that was 1 Acer player and 2 Dignitas players, yeah, there was, so... It's going to be up to the likes of Insane and Pack here to stop Acer from taking, once again, taking the round. Massa and Bergie are quite a bit, quite a way away from the rest of the players. And even Royal, the other player that made a mistake, is actually ahead of them both right now, so... They're 9th and 10th. And we see Pack and Insane leading the way right now for Dignitas, so really good stuff from them. Pack really needs to take this round. This would be a great round for him to take, if he can do so. But Sky overtakes him, and so does Insane.
Yeah, this is going to be a close round, actually.
And actually, Frostbuel overtakes him as well.
Wow. Nice stuff.
So Pack falls down multiple positions, and I think that might be enough. Yep, great time from Sky. And Acer take another round. So 4 rounds in a row for Acer. And Dignitas look like they're falling apart.
And Frostbuel overtakes Massa now on the scoreboards.
Yeah, so Frostbuel, you know, the man that's known to be great under pressure is leading the way for his team. But we see that Kuhn's is having a much better map so far. And actually Sky, the trialist, shout out to him, he's doing a really great job as well on 36 points. So,
yeah. You
know, it's really close in a lot of the points, but Acer are doing just enough. I think that's what you have to take away from this so far. Yeah. So moving into the 7th round, we see that actually quite a few Dignitas players are at the front. 4 of the top 5 of Dignitas. Spam made a small mistake, so he's fallen a little bit behind, but other than that, it's a very promising start from Dignitas, who really do need to start picking it up right now if they want to retain their title. We'll see what they can do in the middle of the track. Massa makes a huge mistake, and so does Pack, and the pressure is really getting to the Dignitas players now, because the Acer players are just... They're just defeating them in the middle of the park. I don't really know, in the middle of the track, I just don't really know what to say about it. They just need to keep their cool much more there. It's once again 1 Dignitas player at the front, but then 4 Acer players behind him. Like Bergie as well there, but it's just not enough. It is
Yeah,
not enough.
They seem to struggle more in that mid-section, where it's getting really tight.
The mid section is just killing the Dignitas players right now. I don't know what's happened right now, but this is falling apart for Dignitas, who are now 2 rounds away from losing their STC title, and it's going to take some comeback for them to deny Team Acer from finally defeating Dignitas. So, moving into the 8th round, Acer currently lead 5-2 after taking 5 rounds in a row. Let's see who's made mistakes so far. Bergie a little bit behind, and Pack's made a huge mistake. And it's going from bad to worse with Dignitas. Massa falls a little bit behind, so Royal, Coons, Sky and Frostfuel all at the front for Acer. And this is really turning into an absolute clinic after such, like, you know, not the best of starting first 2 rounds. Royal makes a large mistake though. Just bear that in mind, but Sky really playing well right now. It came 10th last round, but actually won the round before that, and is actually winning this round as well, so... Yeah, stuff from Sky. Coons also near the front. They both just seem to be far more confident in their lines, you know, and Insane makes a large mistake in the last drift. And it's going to be another Acer round, and Acer have taken 6 in a row. Can you believe this? This is STC, this is championship point. And I'm going to say Coons and Sky really keeping their cool, taking the great lines there. You saw that Massa and I think it was Spam that were trying to catch them up, but they carried on with the optimal driving lines and actually just, you know, kept their cool as they took both top 2 positions, which was the difference in the end.
So this could be it.
This could be it, yes.
Potentially last round.
So we'll have to see what Dignitas can do. They're going to have to win 5 rounds in a row to keep their hopes alive in this tournament. And right now it's not looking too bad for them. Massa currently in the lead, Insane also up there, as well as Spam. Pack is not too far behind either, so 4 Dignitas players towards the front compared with the 3 of Acer. Sky and Frostfuel not too far behind, but once again Bergie is actually finding himself towards the back of the pack. Currently in 10th place, so really not had a great map so far. But Insane makes a large mistake, and it's going to be down to Massa, Massa, Spam and Pack to keep it together for their team, but Pack looks like he's getting overtaken by multiple players. He's getting overtaken by Poker and Coons.
This is going to be close.
This is going to be so close, and Spam's actually not got a lot of speed at all. He's going to get overtaken by both players. Is it enough for Dignitas? I think it's just about enough for Dignitas.
28-27 incoming.
Oh my god, who's won the round? It's going to be Dignitas with 1 round. Massa keeps their hopes alive.
I think that might have been 28-27,
yes. It was. Oh my word. Dignitas keep themselves alive. As Omnipot said, this is the 5th 28-27 of the match so far. That's absolutely
all of them
insane.
In favor of Team Dignitas?
Yes, I believe so.
They're living on the edge.
Living on the edge. Massa really pulling it out of the hat. That was his fastest time so far in this match to keep the hopes alive of his team. But we'll have to see what happens in this round. It looks like Pack and Spam have both made early mistakes. Spam's actually a long way behind.
Yeah, the Pam duo.
So yeah, the Pam duo that I keep jumbling my words over. But right now it looks like Coons is once again at the front, who is actually now the top player in the match. I've seen him at the front almost every round. He's really putting in a lot of work for his team right now. Master also up there, who so the top 2 point scorer is currently top 2 in the round so far. Poker is also up there.
Insane with a big mistake.
Insane with a big mistake, and I think this might be it, to be honest.
Yeah.
All 5 Acer players are at the front right now, and
Look
only
at this.
Only
it's almost
up
at
there.
the same, almost same situation as last map. Acer closing it out.
Acer are going to be your STC champions.
Wow!
Can you believe it? Poker with a .66 as well to finish it off. Coons with a .79. Sky with a .98. Acer have taken it 2-0. Can you believe it?
Wow, that was very convincing. The last map here. It started out really bad for Team Acer, but then they just seemed to get it working. And yeah, let's see the points. Coons actually ending up at the top with 70 there.
Coons seems to be like in the top 2 or 3 positions for like 5 or 6 rounds in a row. Yeah. So really good stuff from Dignitas. GG's all around. My chat is being spammed with GG's. Acer have finally overcome Dignitas in a team tournament for the first time in quite a few years.
Yeah.
They are going to take their first STC title as an organisation. They're also going to take their first STC title in their like considering their previous organizations as well. So.
And according to Koons, he's making some statements here in the chat. Frostbrew has been active for years as driver and a great leader. This is his last match for Acer.
Wow. Well, you know, he's finally won the big one, so it's a great match to go out on in the end. So that looks like Frostbrew is going to be stepping down. And it was convincing in the second map. It was very good. So yeah, so it looks like, as Koons is saying here.
Yeah. This seems to be the last we see of Frostbrew in online cups. Let's hope he won't quit offline though. Now that he got his plate.
So it looks like he's only going to be focusing on running events. By the looks of it. So Frostbrew looks like this might be his last match as a competitor. It's pretty interesting because this is the one tournament he's actually not won as a player, I believe.
Yeah.
So finally writes this one off the list. It's been a great run from Frostbrew from 2006 to 2014. Props to him. Props to Acer. It's the only tournament he didn't win. Yeah, that's correct. That was it. So it's over. Frostbrew has done it all.
Yeah.
Seen it all, done it all. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been the STC Grand Final. I've been here with Znik. Thanks to Znik for joining me.
Yeah, no problem.
We've got a new champion. Everyone can be happy. Dignitas' dominance might be over just for now. For one night, anyway. Thanks for supporting the stream, guys. I'll be back doing some CPS, I imagine, next week, and to go for TM2 as well, so...
The ESL hype starts now.
The Road to Gamers Assembly.
Yeah.
So, thanks for tuning in, guys. I will see you next time I stream, and yeah.
Bye-bye.
Me for now.